Guys, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
How are
sir.
you guys?
Fine, sir.
Practiced any numericals? What I asked yesterday? Anyone? No time? Be genuine. I'm not going to ask her. I'm not going to say anything here.
Yes, practice.
No time. Yeah, we will do now. Just a second, guys. I think only 3 to 4 numericals are left. Am I right? See, guys, are you understand what is the upstream and downstream numericals? How to handle the upstream and downstream numericals? Yes. If a boat or a swimmer is rowing or swimming against to the water and along with the water, how to solve? Is it clear?
Yes,
You can able to see the screen. Only one question remaining from the textbook. After this, we are going to discuss some extra questions related to this completely. And tomorrow we are going to start quadratic equations. Today completely I am going to spend some time on practice. You can ask any of questions. If you are having separate questions, you can ask me. That also you can discuss. Yes, please solve this question. I'm not going to give any clue. I will give the 5 minutes time to solve this question. Hope everyone can see the question on the screen. Yeah, please solve this question and let me know.
sir, I got the answers.
Yes, guys, who got the answer? I think Harita got the answer. Harita, can you say what are the variables here from the question? Find the speed of the train and the bus. From that, I can say these are the variables, correct? Am I right or wrong? Harita?
Yes, sir.
So let's assume speed of
Train
the
should, like, speed of train should be x and speed of bus should be y.
x kilometer per hour I can take.
Yes, sir.
Because they gave in hours and kilometer only. Speed of bus y kilometer per hour. So how I can generate the pair of linear equations here?
So for
Rohit,
the first equation, sir, distance is 60 kilometer and speed is x, sir. As according to the formula, sir, time is equal to distance by speed, right? So 60 by x is the like first one, and for bus it is like 240 by y. So 60 by x plus 240 by y is equal to 4, sir. Because you have given the total time is 4
the time taken
hours.
by the train. This is the time taken by the bus, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is the first equation. Next one is another alternate route. She traveled for 100 kilometers by train. So
Yes, sir,
100
and the rest by bus, sir. So I am getting the equation as
is equals 10 minutes longer. That means what?
sir, 10 minutes is taken extra, sir, like 4 plus 10 by 60.
Super. 4 plus 10 by 60. So 4 plus 1 by 6. Correct? 25 by 6 hours. I can say like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now solve these two equations. And what is your x value and y value? Guys, easy. Everyone got the same kind of pair of linear equation. Whatever the method you approach, you will get the same kind of pair of linear equation. This represents the time taken by the train. This represents the time taken by the bus in first case. This represents the time taken by the train. And this represents the time taken by the bus in second case. What is the x value, madam?
Sir, x is 60 and y is 80.
X is
60, sir.
3 kilometer per hour. Y is
80 kilometer per hour.
kilometer per hour. We will wait for others. Like, is everyone got the same answer, guys? Students, is everyone got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubt? How I got the equation and how? I think solving now everyone is having easy. Solving the equations is easy. Anyone having any doubt how I got these equations? Guys, shall I move to the next question? Yeah, just a second. I'm going to download some questions. Just a minute, guys, please. Yes, guys, you will able to see the screen. See, these are the questions, very old. Like they asked all these questions in your board exams, but not very recently, 91, 92, almost 20 years back. Some, I feel, some kind of standard questions these are. Shall we try some questions from this list?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these questions generally, it is not so easy to find in recent books. These are the very old questions. So trying to, all these are long answers questions. They asked in very long back. It's not very new, like recent years questions. Yeah. So how to do the first question? Anyone having any kind of discussion? How to do the first question? What is the first question? What are the variables in first question? What are the variables in first question? Find three angles. In triangle ABC, angle C is 3, angle B is 2, and 2 of angle A plus, sorry, angle C is equal to 2 times angle B is equal to 3 times angle B is equal to 2 times angle A plus B, angle B. Here there are three variables, and this is a triangle. So any two angles you can consider as a variables. Angle A is equal to X, angle B is equal to Y, angle C is equal to 180 minus X minus Y. Is it clear, guys? Are you clear what I am trying to say? Because ABC are the right angle triangle, correct? Sorry, ABC are the angles of a triangle. So I can't take three variables. C, I can't take it as a different variable. C also I have to write in terms of X and Y only. So how to generate the variables here? How to generate the linear equations? How to generate the linear equations? Anyone? We know angle C is equal to 3 times angle B. So I am not going to mention this one. Keep it like this. That means I already assumed angle B is equal to Y. So this is 3Y. We know sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. So angle A is equal to X, angle B is equal to Y, angle C is equal to 3Y. This is equal to 180. So my first equation is X plus 4Y is equal to 180 degrees. This is my first equation. How to generate the second equation? Take angle C and the last statement, I will get the second equation. What is the angle C in the second case? Three times angle B I am taking is equal to 2 times angle A plus 2 times angle B. That is 3Y is equal to 2X plus 2Y. So from here, what kind of equation I can generate? 2X minus Y is equal to 0 is my second equation. So now I got the pair of linear equations of X and Y, where X represents angle A, Y represents angle B. If I know the angle A and B, it is easy to calculate the angle C from the given or from the given triangle. So first equation is X plus 4Y is equal to 180. Second equation is 2X minus Y is equal to 0. Please solve and let me know what are the X comma Y values. Please. Guys, can you able to solve this one? Guys, is it clear what I done? Understood the question? Guys, I need response from everyone.
Yes, sir.
So can you solve and let me know what is X and what is Y?
So x equal to 20 and y equal to 40, sir.
Sorry?
X equal to 20 and y equal to 40, sir.
X is equal to 20. Y is equal to 40. That means angle A is equal to 20 degrees. Angle B is equal to 40 degrees. So angle C is equal to 3 times angle B. So I can say it is 120 degrees.
Yes, sir.
This is how I can able to calculate the 3 angles of the triangle with this given data. So only the important thing is these essay questions, framing the pair of linear equations is important. Once you frame the pair of linear equations, it is very simple.
Sir, can you teach once more, sir?
Yeah. So what is a given data, man? There is a triangle ABC. Angle C is equal to 3 times angle B and 2 times angle A plus angle B. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Assuming, sir, why I can't assume C and B is X? Yes, you can assume in a different way also. There is no particular method. I'm assuming is angle A is equal to X, angle B is equal to Y. I'm not assuming angle C is nothing. So what I'm doing, I'm taking these two relations. I'm taking these two relations like this one. First, I'm taking this equation. What is this equation says? Angle C is equal to 3 times angle B, correct? From here,
Yes,
angle C is how much? 3y, correct?
yes, sir.
So from the data, from the given question, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. What is the reason I can write here? Angle sum property of triangle. Guys, understood, man? What is
Yes,
Y?
sir.
So what is A and B are my assumptions? A is X, B is Y, C is 3y. That is 180. So from here, I'm getting X plus 4y is equal to 180. This is my first equation. Got it? How I got the first equation?
Yes, sir.
So for creating the second equation, I'm taking this relation from the given. They gave the angle C is equal to 3 times angle B is equal to 2 times of angle A plus angle B. Now, for second equation, I'm taking this relation. I'm taking. So what is that part? 3 times angle B is equal to 2 times angle A plus 2 times angle B. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is angle B? Angle B is my assumption. I assumed angle B as Y, angle A as X, angle B as Y. If you solve this equation, what is the standard form of this equation? Take this 3y this side. So what I will get? 2x plus 2y minus 3y is equal to 0. Then it will be 2x minus y is equal to 0. This is my second equation. And this is my first equation. So now x is A, y is angle B. Now we got the angle A and angle B in the form of x and y as a pair of linear equations. I'm having two variables, I'm having two equations. Then I can able to solve using the any method.
Yes, sir.
If you are solving, you know how to solve the pair of linear equation. That I don't want to tell separately again and again. I think you can able to do that. That I want to explain, man.
Sir, I got the answer, sir.
So x is equal to 20 degrees that represents angle A. Y is equal to 40 degrees that represents angle B. Angle C you can find out 180 minus angle A and angle B that is equal to 120 degrees. It's your wish. Or 3 times of angle B also angle C. Shall I go for the next question, guys? Guys, I can go for the next question.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Yeah. Yeah. What is the next question? Who is going to explain the next question? The ratio of income of two persons is 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditure is 4:3. If each of them savings 200 per month, find their incomes. Find their incomes. Guys, what is the variables in second question? Harita, can you explain what are the variables in second questions?
Sir, I guess we need to take the income of the one person and the second person.
Suppose if I am taking the person name is A and the person name is B. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, person A income X rupees. Person B income Y rupees. So, apply the first rule. What is the first rule says? X by Y will be equal to 9/7. Is there any different way I can say? Or I can say like this. So the ratio of income of two persons is 9:7. Or I can say, yeah, this is one equation. How you will get another equation, guys? They are saving 200 per month. That means how much their expenditure of the A is how much? Expenditure of the A. Guys, what is the expenditure of A? You are getting X rupees and you are saving 200. The rest of everything is you are like you are utilizing for expenditure. So how much you are like you are using for your all the needs? I can say X minus 200. Am I right, guys? Expenditure of B, Y minus 200. This is the expenditure of A and expenditure of B. What are the expenditures ratio? X minus 200 divided by Y minus 200 will be equal to 4/3. This is my second equation. Is it possible? Can you solve the first equation and second equation? Can you prepare the linear equations? Guys, are you clear how I got these relations? Are you clear or any confusion? Guys, please, I'm expecting some response. Aditi, Amrita, Arman, yes or no? Sanyu, 7x minus.
Sir, the X minus 200 is expenditure, sir.
Yes. See, what is the question says? What is the question says?
So ratio of their expenditure is 4:3 if each of them saves rupees 200 per month.
Yes. The person is A is getting X rupees and he is saving 200. The person B also getting Y rupees, he is saving 200. That what is the meaning? How much he is utilizing his needs? How much his expenditure is what? What is the meaning of expenditure, man? Total income minus savings only now.
Yes, sir.
So income is X, savings is 200 in both the cases. So X
Yes,
minus 200 is the expenditure of A, Y minus 200 is the expenditure of the B. So that ratio is 4/3, correct?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yeah. So 7x minus 9y is equal to 0 is my first equation. For getting the second equation, 3x minus 600 is equal to 4y minus 800. So the second equation is 3x minus 4y plus 200 is 0. This is my second equation. Hope everyone got the same kind of equations. You can see in the boxes, these are my two pair of linear equations. Please solve these two pair of linear equations and let me know what is the answer you are getting. Everyone got the same kind of equation? See, guys, please understand, this is not only the method. You may get different kind of equation, but final answers should be same. They may
Sir.
consider, yes.
Sir, I did as income as X and expenditure to be Y, sir. And then I found out the answer, sir.
Yeah, that also fine. X minus Y is equal to 200 is one relation. Income is X and expenditure is Y, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what about income of second person?
Sir, 7X minus 3Y is equal to 200.
7X minus 3Y is equal to 200. How you got this relation?
Sir, I kept income at X, sir. So 9 is to 7 is a ratio. So 9X minus 4Y is equal to 200 for the first person. And 7X minus 3Y is equal to 200 for the second person, sir. I did like.
Yeah, let's see we are getting the same answer or not. What is now I'm doing in a different strategy, but the answer should be same. Now incomes should be same. Yeah. So
So even I did by the same method, sir, and I got the value of X as 200, sir.
X.
I got 200 also. I got X is equal to 200. Sir.
What is your X? See, here the defining the variables is different. See, in my case, the X is income of A, Y is income of B, correct? In your case, what is your variables? What is your X and what is your Y in your case?
Sir, X is the income of both the persons and Y is the expenditure of both the persons, sir.
No, how we can say income of the both the persons is same? Income of both the persons is same. And Y is expenditure and it is very given now. Y is equal to 200 straight away you are getting.
No, sir, they have given the ratio is 9:7, sir.
Okay.
So, since it is the ratio, there will be a common factor also. So that common factor will be X.
So X is the common
Income.
ratio of income of
Both the persons.
both the persons. Then it will be correct. So 9X is the person A income. 7X is the income of second person. So 9X, what is the Y value here?
So Y is the common ratio of expenditure of both the persons, sir.
So 9X minus 4Y is equal to 200. 7X minus 3Y is equal to 200. From this also you can able to solve. This also should give same, but your X is not same. Once you got the X value and Y value, 9 times the X is income, 9 times Y is the income. But in this case, straight away X and Y are the incomes. So what is your X value you got in this case? 200. So A income is 1800 rupees, correct?
Yes, sir.
Y is equal to how much you got?
400, sir.
400, sir.
400. So what is the meaning of Y? No, it doesn't require, correct?
Yes, sir. They have only asked the income.
Income.
2800 rupees now.
$1,400, sir.
How 1000? Okay, sorry.
Sir, into 7, sir.
1400 rupees. You solve these two equations, what I wrote in blue color, whether you are getting the same answer or not, check. In a different method I am doing. See, you are doing in a different method. Your variables are maybe different, but it represents the same situation. Even my variables also different, but it represents the same situation. Correct? Can you able to solve and let me know whether you are getting the same answer or not?
Sir, can you explain what method she told, sir?
She told, assume 9x is income of first person and 7x is income of second person. Understand what she is saying?
Yes, sir.
So 9x by 7x is nothing but 9 by 7. So it is clear. And assume 4y is expenditure of first person. 3y is expenditure of second person. So in both the cases, their savings is only 200. So this is the income of first person and this is the expenditure of the first person. So 9x minus 4y is equal to 200. So this is income, this is his expenses. And income of the second person is 7x, expenditure of the second person is 3y. So where x comma y are the common ratios of their incomes and expenditures. It is not the incomes of the persons. It is the common ratios. Once you got the x values, then you will get easily. I need the x value. So I am eliminating y straight away. I don't want y value because he is asking only the income. So this I am multiplying with 3. This I am multiplying with 4. So 27x minus 12y is equal to 600. 28x minus 12y is equal to 400. If I am subtracting, so this is cancelled. Minus x will be equal to plus 200 I am getting. How negative value is coming, madam, in this case? Anywhere I done any mistake? Why negative value?
Sir,
is
800, sir. It's not 400.
Sorry, it's 800. So it is minus 200. So plus. So x is equal to 200. So 9x is the income of the first person, that is 1800 rupees. 7x is the income of the second person, that is 1400 rupees.
Sir, I got the same method with the equations you gave, sir.
Yeah.
Even I got, sir.
So even if I are doing this method, in this method, what I done is straight away I am taking this is the second method I can say. Say what are the method they explained, I can consider as first method. This is the second method. Straight away by seeing the question, they are asking the incomes of the persons. Income of person A is X, income of person B is Y. So X by Y is equal to 9 by 7. This is the first equation I can generate from this relation. So expenditure is nothing but income minus savings, that is expenditure. So X minus 200 is his expenses. Y minus 200 is expenses. So x minus 200 by y minus 200 is equal to 4 by 3. From here, I will get the second equation. So by solving first equation and second equation, I will get the answer. Is it clear, guys? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Both
sir.
the methods are same. See, you can't say one method, this method is right, that method is wrong. Even if you are doing this method also, you will get the same. Person A income is 1800, person B income is 1400. 7x minus 9y is equal to 0 and 3x minus 4y is equal minus 200. This I am multiplying with 3, this I am multiplying with 7. So 21x minus 27y is equal to 0. 21x minus 28y is equal to minus 1400. So straight away this is minus, this is plus, this is plus. So cancels. 28 minus 27 is y is equal to 1400. So if the y is 1400, 7x minus 3x minus 9. Drop. 3x minus 4 into 1400 will be equal to minus 200. So 3x minus 14 into 4, how much? minus 200. So 3x will be equal to 5600 plus minus 200. This will be 5400. So 3 18s, 3 1s, 3 8s. So x is equal to 1800 rupees. Yeah. So even if you are doing, your variables are maybe different, but you are connecting in a different way. But both the methods are same. You can't say one method is right and one method is wrong, because you are getting the final answer is same. Here my total income is x and y. There the common ratio you are taking as x and y. Clear, guys? What I am trying to say? One question, how many ways we can able to try? Understood?
Yes, sir.
I can go for the next one. It is related to age numerical. Who is going to explain the third question? Guys, don't think this is beyond your, it is actually asked a long back in your board exams. A is elder to B by 2 years and A's father F is twice as old as A and B is twice as old as his sister S. If the ages of the father and sisters differ by 40 years, find the age of B. How to deal with this question? Please, anyone? I'm giving a few minutes time. I don't want the solution first. First, I need the strategy. How we are going to handle this question? What are the variables here? I can proceed or will you try? Please respond. Harito, Sanyu, Pooja, will you try? Vaishnavi. Guys,
Sir, I tried, sir. I got the value of B as 14.4 years, sir.
No. Value of B is not 14.4 years. 24 years is the answer. I can explain. Guys, shall I explain or will you try? Some more time I will give.
We will try, sir.
Yeah, try, please. అనుకున్నావు చెప్పు నాకు ఏది నువ్వు అనుకుని చెప్పి నాకు ఎందుకు నీకు 5 రూపాయలు ఇప్పుడు ఇంకేం కావాలి అది ఏంటి మళ్ళీ బాగా తీసుకెళ్ళి కొనుక్కున్నావు నేను ఏమన్నా ఆయన చూస్తాడు తెచ్చి చూపించుతాను నాకు తెచ్చుకొని తినుకో నీకు కూడా జలుబు వస్తుంది సోమలాగా చూడు Guys, anyone
I
got the
got the answer, sir.
So what it is our variables here?
Sir, I took it as A and B itself, sir.
Age of A is X years. Age of B is Y years. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the first statement? A is elder to B by 2 years. From this, what
So
I can
X minus Y equal to 2, sir.
X minus Y is equal to 2.
Yes, sir.
Age
Then-
of F. Age of F. 2x, no?
Yes, sir.
Age of S.
Equal to B by 2, sir. Which
B
is
by
equal to Y by 2.
2. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So the difference between father age and sister age is 40 years.
Yes, sir.
From
So
this,
2x minus Y by 2 equal to 40.
yes, 2x minus Y by 2 is equal to 40 is the second equation.
Yes,
The
sir.
first equation I am multiplying with the 2 and I am rewriting here. 2x minus 2y is equal to 4. And if I am subtracting, so minus y by 2 plus 2y, how much you will get? Minus y by 2 plus 2y is equal to 36. That is nothing but 3 by 2y is equal to 36. So y is equal to how much? 24.
24.
What is meant by y? Y
B,
is
sir.
nothing but age of B. That is only he's asking, that is equal to 24 years. No need to calculate A value. They are asking A value. What is A value? 2 plus y. So age of A is equal to 26 years. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So age of father, the same question is extending to age of father will be equal to how much? 52 years. Age of sister is equal to how much? 12 years. See, this difference is 40 and this difference is 2. It is very clear and you can able to satisfy all the given conditions in the question. Guys, is it clear? What is my variable? See, always see the subject, identify the variables, connect the variables properly according to given data. If you follow these 3 algorithm rules, it will be easy to solve any kind of question, like any kind of practical question. So generally giving the equations asking you to solve will come only under short answers or very short answers only. But when it comes to essay questions, definitely they will twist the question and they will give you. Done? Shall we do one more numerical? The last numerical? One more last numerical related to this. I will share this worksheet to you through app or some other means. Guys, shall we go for one more last numerical for today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can pick which numerical you are planning to do. There are 13 numericals or 14 numericals. Which numerical you will willing to do? It's your wish. So shall I try with the question number 10? Because we done age problems, we done velocity problems, we done some other problems. We done even number problems also, but 10 is little bit different. Looks. Students of a class are made to stand in rows. If one student is extra in a row, there would be 2 rows less. If one student is less in a row, there would be 3 rows more. Find the number of students in the class. Little different. We done with the numbers, we done with the age, and we done with the speed and velocity and time also. Speed and distance and time also. This is little bit different question. Please try this question, guys. I'm giving a little bit more time to understand and solve this question. Student of a class are made to stand in rows. If one student is extra in a row, there would be 2 rows less. If one student is less in a row, there would be 3 rows more. That means if you are decided each row should contains some number of students, if you are increasing the one student in a row, you will get 2 rows less. If you are decreasing the one student, you will get 3 more rows extra. So how to handle this question? What are the variables here? What are the variables here? Ice ఇంకేమ్మా ఇది తింటారు తింటే జలుబు చేయదా ఇది తినే వాచిలు వాడి చూపి guys sorry what are the variables here? What are the variables? How to deal this question? Let number of students in class is X and number of rows you are planning is Y. Sorry, number of students in a row is X. Number of students in a row is X members and number of rows Y. So total number of students XY. So this XY is a constant for any situation. This is for one situation. If number of students was reduced by 1, X minus 1, the number of rows will be the number of students was increased in each row by 1. So instead of taking x students in a row, if I am taking X plus 1, my number of rows are going down by 2 and this will be equal to XY. This is my first equation. If one student is less in a row and number of rows is increased by 3, so X minus Y 1 into Y plus 3 will be equal to XY. This is my equation number 2. So using these two equations, so what is my first equation I got? I got my first equation is XY plus Y minus 2X minus 2 is equal to XY. This is my first equation. Second equation is XY minus Y plus 3X minus 3 is equal to XY. This is my second equation. So XY cancel on both the sides of two equations. So final equations are Y minus 2X is equal to plus 2 minus Y plus 3X is equal to plus 3. If I am solving straight away, if I am adding these two equations, Y can be eliminated. So this will be X is equal to 5. X represents number of students in a row. If I am substituting X value in any one equation, Y minus 10 is equal to 2, Y is equal to 12. So number of students in a row is 5. And if I am maintaining number of students in a row is 5, number of rows is 12. Number of rows are 12. So number of students in a row is 5. Number of rows with each row contains 5 students is 12. So total number of students is 16. Make it each row is 4 members. You will get 15 rows. Make each row is 6 members. You will get 10 rows. If each row is 6 members, the number of rows is going down by 2, that is 10. If each row is 4 members, the number of rows is increased by 3, that is 15. So if you are maintaining 5 members in a row, you will get 12 rows. So this difference is 2, this difference is 3, which is satisfying the given question. This is how I can able to solve this scenario. Guys, is it clear or anything I confused it too much? Is it simple or anything complicated is here? Only the thing is understanding the subject and identifying the proper variables. Guys, is it clear? Anyone having any doubt? Harita, Pooja, Sanyu, Vaishnavi?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, I will try to share the some more numericals of this kind. I can able to close the class. Shall I wind up the class? Anyone having
Yes,
any doubt? Yeah, we'll meet in the next class. Bye, everyone.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.